So today's question is, what is a conscious life? And what is the right way to lead a conscious life? Do I need to follow certain paths spiritually or certain rituals or religion to lead a conscious life? Do you also wonder about these questions? Let's talk about this, and I would love to hear your views as well in the comment section. Hi everyone. So we are having a conversation series on quantum shift. I'm Saloni Singh, your host, a life coach for conscious leaders, CEOs, and entrepreneurs who want to lead consciously and connect with their higher purpose and self. What do you think about a conscious life? The way I see it, there is no unique way to lead a conscious life. There is no certain path or certain rituals or religion or certain God we have to worship in order to lead a conscious life. Rather, it's about being true to your own self. What if we could be more connected to knowing what is it that really we value? What is it that matters to us deeply in our heart? Whether it's about our family values, whether it's about living on a daily basis, do I really feel connected to the joy in my heart? And when we connect to our values, am I able to live those values on a daily basis in my life, in my business, in my career, whether I work in a corporate or I work in finances or any other business? Am I able to lead with those values? Am I able to pay attention to what truly matters to me? Or am I getting lost in the noise? Because there is a lot of noise in the modern times all around us. When we meet people, when we scroll social media, the moment you open YouTube, there will be so much noise about how to lead life. So it's not about me telling you what is a conscious life. Rather, it's about actually reflecting on what would be a conscious life for you. So take a moment and let's think together. If you connect with your heart, with your soul, and listen to the whispers of your heart, what is it that truly matters to you? If there was no noise outside, if you could cut through the noise of people, if you could cut through the noise of the society, if you could cut through the noise that you have heard since you were a child, whether it was your parents' voice, whether it was your teacher's voice, or anybody else that you have been influenced by, if you could park that for a moment, if you could park your worries about your future, about things that people are telling you, there is a information overload out there, right? If you could just park everything and drop in your body, in your heart right now, what is it that your heart is saying? What will make you feel that you are living an intentional life where you lead with joy, just like a child? So maybe children are a beautiful example for us to learn from. Whether it's your own child, if you have young children, especially young children, I would say, under the age of 5, because they are not that conditioned right now, and they're more free, uninhibited. So if you look at a toddler or someone 2, 3, whether it's a child around you, in your family, in your neighborhood, or maybe you see a little child playing in the park, just notice how they laugh, how they dance, how they sing on rhymes, how they draw, paint, or whatever they do. There is no inhibition, there is no hesitation. They're just doing it for the sake of doing it, not doing it to achieve something. There is no agenda for a child. And that's pure living life from a place of self-connection, connection with life, just being fully present. Now you might say, oh, but children don't have responsibilities. I have a family where I need to provide, and I have goals and I have dreams. And sometimes we get so lost in fulfilling our dreams and our responsibilities that we completely lose touch with who we are. We are human beings, not human doings. So it's like taking a step back. When we talk about leading a conscious life, an intentional life, what we are talking about is leading with intention. That even though when I'm fulfilling my responsibilities, all the things that I'm doing in my life, can I also stay connected with the essence of who I am, who I was as a child. So take a moment. Maybe it would be a great idea to connect with who you were as a child. If you have a picture of yourself, maybe take that picture out when you were very young, or maybe 2, 3 year old, or any picture that you have, or any memory that you have of you as a child. And remember, how were you? Were you shy? Were you very open, loud, laughing very freely or not? How you were as a child. Notice what happened over the years when you grew, and notice the conditioning, the masks that you start to wear on. And once you notice all those masks, the way you have polished and created coping mechanisms to deal with when maybe somebody told you to not be certain way, like maybe somebody told you not to laugh very loudly, or someone has told you to behave in a certain way, to be more polite or to be more presentable, and you change the way you were, you develop that personality. And again, there is nothing wrong in building a confident personality. It's just that recognizing how many of them are coping mechanisms, how many of them are taking you away from your vulnerable, authentic self. Also noticing with whom are people around you in your family, your friends, where you feel that you can really just let your mask down. You can be fully vulnerable, fully like a child. What are those moments in your life where you laugh freely, loudly, you sing without wondering who is listening, you can dance as if no one is watching? And if there are less moments like that, that's a way to explore your inner being. What is stopping me to be fully, uninhibitedly within myself? And notice that if I lead life more consciously, which means more intentionally, what is it that I would like to do differently than what I'm doing right now? Would you take more time to take care of yourself more? Would you take more time to connect with your loved ones? Would you express your love, your affection more to your parents, to your partner? Would you have quality time for yourself? Would you indulge in your hobbies more? So I will give you a hint and a simple exercise. Take a notebook and start journaling all the shoulds in your life. And there will be certain shoulds which will be like somebody else's voice. So maybe your parents told you that you should be doing this, this, this. Notice, is this the should which has come from someone else, like a parent or a child, or maybe you have seen it on social media or a news? Or is it a should which has come from your heart? Maybe your heart is saying that I should go and travel. I always wanted to travel. I should go and climb a mountain because I always wanted to try this. I should learn swimming, or I should go for scuba diving because I'm always curious to do that, but I never got time to do that. So notice which should is coming from your heart and which is coming from other people, which is a goal which other people or society has given to you, and which is your own goal. And divide them into two. And then, of course, you know what to do. Choose the one which has come from your heart, your soul. And think, at least start with one thing on that list and start right away. I would say take time tomorrow to work on that. Whatever it is, whether it is about connecting back to your childhood friends, whether it is about learning to swim, learning to scuba dive, or maybe you want to actually be confident in speaking in front of other people. Maybe you want to start a podcast and share about your life story, and because that will give you joy. Maybe you want to read poems, and there is always a poet inside you or a poetess, and you have never tried that. Do that. Maybe you want to sing and dance, or you want to start a business. It could be anything that you want to choose from. So once you do that, just notice what is stopping you to doing that. What would it take to start the first thing on your list? Also notice that, do you feel that you are a good human being? If you feel that you are already a good human being who is kind, who is caring, who is loving, who wants to live by the natural values that every human being has, or are you not able to live these values because you are just too busy in managing all the responsibilities and duties and not able to pause and stop and even notice when you are reacting, when you are lashing out, when you are being angry at small things, then it would be a good start to notice your triggers. Your triggers are your allies, biggest allies on the path of conscious life. And you can make a list of all your triggers. What triggers me? Is it a traffic jam? Is it my partner saying something? Is it my parent advising me? Or my child answering back? Or a team member, their opinions? Do I get defensive? Or do I feel offended by certain person's opinions? Where does my ego show up? Where do I get triggered and I feel irritated and assaulted? All these will help you connect more and more with yourself. So a conscious life, leading consciously, is also about being spiritually evolved, where you know what are your triggers, you know what are your joys. And from that awareness, you lead more consciously, more intentionally. It's not about being perfect. Rather, it's about embracing that, yes, I'm flawed, but I am evolving to become more responsive. So I am responding, taking time to pause, breathe, become calm, center myself, ground myself when a trigger comes up, and then respond from that place. And even if I react, I'm not too quick to judge myself and beat myself and go into guilt and shame. Rather, I am compassionate, kind towards my own reaction and towards other people's reaction and ego as well. And that makes you a more conscious leader and a spiritually evolved person. What do you think is conscious life? What do you think it takes to lead consciously? I would love to hear back from you. Also, one more thing I would add before I wrap up. When we are conscious about how or the way we are living is impacting people around us, our family, our surroundings, our whole planet Earth, the universe, that adds to living a higher conscious life. Think from that perspective as well. I'm looking forward to your comments, your feedback, and any questions that you might have in the comment section of this episode. And we are going to continue this conversation in the next episode. Till then, bye. Stay grounded, stay connected to your own higher self, and lead with highest purpose consciously. Thank you.